lovely book dragons, and welcome back to the next episode of Vlogs in Bookland. So this episode is quite special because Natasha, Filipa, Manganette and I had this idea that was kind of based off of our first episode. I think it was the first episode, the one where we blindly recommended books to a girl and that girl had to read that book in 24 hours. So we took that concept and, as we tend to do, we kind of put it on a bigger scale. What we decided to do for this vlog was that instead of recommending one book to one person, we each would recommend a book to each girl. So each girl is going to get 3 recommendations from her friends. We also thought that it would be a lot more fun if these recommendations are kind of blind. So what we did was that we went and perused each other's bookshelves, we perused each other's Goodreads, and we decided to buy books for the other girls without them knowing what we're getting, and they had to be books that we ourselves had not yet read, so that we wouldn't be influenced or biased. It was really like, we know what this girl likes, we send a book that we think this person is gonna like, and there you go. Of course, we didn't tell each other what we send each other, because the fun part is going to be to unbox these 3 packages and for me to guess which one is from Manganette, which one is from Natasha, and which one is from Filipa. I am really excited to see if I can guess, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna unbox these 3 here, I'm gonna put in my guesses, then I'm going to be posting a picture of these 3 books on our Instagram, Vlogs in Bookland. Go follow us there because we need your input a lot for these videos. You guys are gonna vote on which book I'm gonna read. I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna see if I like it. So I'm gonna be seeing if the girls know my book taste and, well, by sampling one of the 3, but I'll definitely be reading all 3 of these, of course. But for this video, I'm gonna be reading one of those, the one that you choose over on our Instagram. I'm really excited to see who sent me what. I'm excited to see if I can guess, because I'm just really excited. Like, we saw Filipa's books already because she was the first one to receive them, and there it's quite easy to guess who gave her what. With Manganette, I thought it was a little bit harder, but Natasha hasn't gotten her books yet as of the day I'm filming this. I'm gonna see how it is for me. I'm super excited to see what I got and who sent me what, because at the end of this video, I will insert a clip from Filipa, a clip from Natasha, and a clip from Manganette telling me, or telling us, who gave me what. Let's just see what they got me. Let's see if I can guess, and then let's see what you guys pick that I'm gonna be reading. So just from the packages, I don't know. This one is, the first one I have here is from Momox, and I think this is a Portuguese thing. Like a lot of people, like, it says Germany, but a lot of people from Portugal use this website, but I'm not sure. The other 2 books are from Book Depository. Another thing is, one of them only says my name, and the other one says, the other 2 say Vlogs in Bookland on it. So, oh, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Let's start with the first Book Depository one. You guys cannot see. I also don't want to see. Oh, that's gorgeous. And I've never heard of this book. Girl, Boy, Sea by Chris Vick. So the synopsis says, Bill is lost and alone on an endless sea after a storm sinks his yacht. His future seems as unpredictable as the ocean itself. Everything changes when he rescues another survivor from a different wreck. She is Aya from the nomadic Barber tribe. As hope of rescue fades, Aya tells tales of magic inspired by Sherazade, who wove 1001 stories to save her life. In the grip of hunger, at the mercy of the burning sun and the deadly deep, they begin a heart-stopping journey to find home. I have never heard of this book. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. First instinct, I'm gonna say Manganette, but we'll see what the other ones are. This one is gorgeous. I'm gonna be opening this one now. This one was actually the first one I received. This one I think is a paperback. Ooh, with raised stuff on it. Okay, this one must be from Natasha. This is Stephen King, The Talisman, and Peter Straub. Like, did they write it together? Whoa, this book is like, oh, you're dying. Oh, please survive. Oh yeah, the spine is really cracked here, so when I open it right there. Okay, Stephen King. Oh, there's a stupid sticker. 1 second.
I'm sure this one is from Natasha. Like, I knew from the packaging kind of that it must have been Natasha because I said that from Portugal people use that side. I've heard it on their side, so I'm pretty sure this is Natasha.
On a brisk autumn day, a 13-year-old boy stands on the shores of the Great Atlantic near a silent amusement park and a fading ocean resort called the Alhambra. The past has driven Jack Sawyer here. His father is gone, his mother is dying, and the world no longer makes sense. But for Jack, everything is about to change, for he has been chosen to make a journey back across America and into another realm. Whoa. One of the most influential and heralded works of fantasy ever written, The Talisman is an extraordinary novel of loyalty, awakening, terror, and mystery. Jesus. Jack Sawyer, on a desperate quest to save his mother's life, must search for a prize across an epic landscape of innocence and monsters, of incredible dangers and even more incredible truths. The prize is essential, but the journey means even more. Let the quest begin. Oh, this actually sounds really interesting. There's a wolf on the cover and a car. This was from Natasha. Okay, so I'm kind of still sure that this one was from Manganet, but let's see what the last book is. Let's see.
All right, let's do it.
Another hardcover. Oh no, it's a paperback. Oh my god! I so want to read this! Oh my god! This one is Empire Sand by Tasha Suri. This one is definitely on my radar. Wait, okay. One thing at a time. This one is a book that's been on my radar. I definitely want to read it. I almost bought it myself. Like, I almost bought this myself. It's a fantasy. This is a desert fantasy. Mary is a girl trapped between two cultures. Her father comes from the ruling classes of the empire, but her mother's people were outcasts. Amrithi nomads who worship the spirits of the sands. Caught one night performing those forbidden rites, Mary is brought to the attention of the emperor's most feared mystics, who try to force her into the service by way of an arranged marriage. If she fails in her bidding, the gods themselves may awaken and seek revenge. Oh my god, I'm so excited! Ah! Okay, I'm excited for all of these. But let's see if I can guess. So just from this, like, this is someone who knows me well, and I would have just, like, from what I already said, this must be Natasha, okay? This like heartfelt stories. This sounds like a Manganet book, but yeah, I don't think Manganet would ever think of this. I don't think so. I think this would be a Philippa book, but Philippa said, like, that the books she was sending us are books that we would never think of. And she probably knows that this is on my radar, but I didn't add it on Goodreads. So maybe she thinks it's not on my radar, but I still think this is Philippa. Like, if this is Manganet, I would be so surprised. I cannot imagine someone except Natasha giving me Stephen King. Like, no, if this is not you, Natasha, then I don't know. Like, everything inside of me screams, this is from Philippa and this is from Manganet. But this one is so, I've never heard of this. But why would Manganet, I'm sticking to it. This is from Philippa, this is from Manganet, and this is from Natasha. That's it. That's, the votes are in, guys. This is what I'm going for. I am honestly super excited to read all of these. This was already on my radar. This looks so good. I'm so excited. And I've always wanted to read a Stephen King book. And this is a fantasy Stephen King book. So, like, and it's not it. So, Natasha, if this is you, thanks for not giving me it. I love you for that. But I'm super excited to read all three of these. Let's see what you guys choose for me to read. I'm going to put this immediately on our Vlogs in Bookland Instagram to get the votes in so I can start reading. Hi, guys. It is really quick on a Tuesday morning. I need to go to work, absolutely need to go to work. But I just wanted to pop in here to tell you which book won, and this is the result. So I'm gonna be reading Empire Sand by Tasha Suri for this vlog. I'm super excited. As you saw from my unboxing reaction, this is the only book I knew, and I have been meaning to read it. I'm really excited to get to it. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading this. I needed to film this clip now because I'm gonna take it to work to start doing my lunch break, and I didn't want to already be reading it when I filmed this clip. So, really quick, just to say, I'm gonna be reading Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri. I still think that this is the gift from Philippa. So let's see if I'm right, and let's see if I like it. And if so, let's see if my friends know how to recommend books to me. I'll see you later. Hi guys, I am here to do a quick update because life has been difficult. I started this book a while ago. I'm now about 100 pages in, and I need to finish this weekend. Today is Saturday, 1st of August, and I need to finish this because the vlog was supposed to go up tomorrow for this. Won't happen. It will probably go up on Tuesday. But yeah, I've just been dead tired and haven't been reading much, and I'm updating this on my shaky phone hand cam because you know what? I'm a mess. Life's a mess. 2020 is a mess, and so is this vlog. Point is, I've started this. I'm about 100 pages in, and I can give you a little bit of a better synopsis now. So basically, we follow Mare, and her father is a governor. He's part of the nobility of this land, and her mother was an outcast. So she's like basically a bastard daughter. And so she's torn between those two cultures because her father, the nobility, they're very proper, as you tend to have this case with nobility books, and her mother was part of a tribe that worshipped the spirits of the sand, and they performed some rituals and some blood magic and stuff like that. And she is torn between those two cultures, and she has a little sister, and the emperor's wife, not the emperor, sorry, the governor, so Mare's father's wife, she took upon herself to raise Mare's sister as her own, and so without having all the cultural background of her birth mother. And she continues living that side of her culture. Well, one day she gets caught performing a ritual, and the empire's most feared mystics show up at her door and say, okay, we want to kind of control you, and the way that they find to do that is to force her into an arranged marriage. And that's kind of where I'm at right about now. The marriage proposal has been done, and yeah. So I'm really enjoying this book. I've had really hit or miss experiences with desert fantasies because they either make me feel parched and dry and like horrible, or they're really beautiful and whimsical. Like City of Brass is a good example of a desert fantasy I absolutely love. And this one so far is really good. I'm really enjoying it. I just need to get a cracking on reading. I am hoping to basically reach page 250 today. Or 280, that would be ideal. So I'm gonna go get cracking. I'm gonna go continue reading. And basically, this is a weekend reading vlog because, you know, I've only read 100 pages and I'm gonna read most of it this weekend. So let's do this. I was not planning on updating after 11 pages, but I'm on page 111. I'm calling it now. Might be a bit early, but I'm loving this. Okay, like I am loving this. I'm getting like City of Brass vibes, but like, oh, also I'm quickly back because I was just messaging the girls about how I wish I had the audiobook for this, because then I could be like organizing my bookshelves, cleaning and stuff, because I'm loving reading it physically, but it's always nice because on the weekend, you know, it's when you have to do the stuff that you don't have time to do during the week, so it's nice to have the audiobook. And Natasha said, oh, I'll see if there is an audiobook or something like that. And she went and she looked and she sent me a couple. She's like, which one of this book is it? So either she's trying to trick me, pretending that she doesn't know because she sent me this, but I don't think so. I still think that my original predictions of who sent me what were correct. But at the end of this video, you'll find out. I'll find out. It's been 1 page since I last saw you, but no, it's been 3 pages, whatever. I'm loving it. Okay, I'm like so giddy. I don't feel giddy like this almost ever, like ever. And like, I think this is a hate to love romance. I think this is a fantasy romance, which I think so. I think it's a fantasy romance, but not like those smutty types. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't like romance, okay, but here I'm loving it. And I'm so excited. Hey guys, we're back with the shaky cam because I'm just here to tell you that I'm page 285 of this, and I'm definitely going to be finishing it. I have not that much left. I have about 150 pages left, so I'm going to be finishing that today, and I am absolutely loving this book. I cannot say, like, I haven't really stopped to think about it and to think about what is really working for me, but it's just working. It's just working. I am really enjoying the plot, where this is going. I'm enjoying the characters. I'm enjoying the writing. I'm enjoying it. So yeah, we'll see when I finish. I can give you a little bit more of some coherent thoughts. But yeah, this one's, it's not a fantasy romance, by the way. I stand corrected. There is a romance, which is a big part of the plot, but it makes sense, and it's not romance as in, like sometimes the romance just tends to take over the fantasy plot of fantasy novels, which I don't like, except when it's Sarah J. Maas. But I don't think that in this case it does. It's very much makes sense. It kind of reminds me of Serpent and Dove in the aspect of how the romance and the fantasy is incorporated. Like the romance is a reason why it's there, and it plays a plot. It plays a role in the plot, but it's not taking over. But I think this is even less than Serpent and Dove. Serpent and Dove was even more fantasy romance. This is just, there's a romance, there's a reason it's there, but it's a fantasy novel at its core, and it's really lush, and it's beautiful. I'm loving it. I'm gonna go finish it, and I'll come back here. Hey guys, it is a couple of hours later, and as I promised I would, I finished Empire Sent by Tasha Suri this weekend for this vlog. It was a long time coming. I did it, and I loved it. So as I told you earlier in this vlog, this book follows a young girl named, not Meher, like I was saying, like my idiot ass was saying, it's Meher, because it's an oriental name, Meher. I like that so much. So Meher is the daughter of a nobleman who is Amban, and Amban people are nobility and they are well seen, but her mother was Amrithi, which are people that are kind of looked down upon because they worship the sand gods, they worship other gods, and so she has this half-blood from both sides. So she is, as always when you're mixed blood or mixed race, she's not too much of one thing and too much of another at all times. So for the Ambans, she is too much Amrithi. For the Amrithi, she's too much Amban, and she just tries to go along with all that. She still believes in the traditions of her mother. She believes in the gods of her mother's clans, of her mother's culture, and she's trying to teach her little sister a little bit about it. But her father remarried, and his new wife does not accept this tradition, this culture. So she just wants Meher to leave her sister alone, to not teach her anything. She wants the younger daughter to grow up as an Amban noble. And so Meher at the beginning of this book is caught by her sister who's having nightmares, who thinks she's seen one of the gods, one of the sand gods, and Meher dances a rite, because a lot of their rites are through dancing, which is really cool, and also with some blood magic. So Meher does this rite, and her stepmother is like, I told you not to do this, you cannot do this, I've had it with you, and she wants to get rid of her. And the way to get rid of her is to give her her marriage seal, and Meher is supposed to find someone to marry and to just leave her family household. However, the rite that she did, and she does a second rite later on, still in the beginning of the book, but just after what happened, she does another rite, and what she did kind of caught the emperor's attention, and the empire is ruled by the emperor, but also the spiritual, let's say, leader of the empire is the Maha, and he wants Meher to come to his temple. And what he does is he sends the mystics, and she needs to marry a mystic, and the story goes from there. This book I really enjoyed. It took me a time to get into it just because I have been very slumpy when it comes to reading. I've been dead tired when I get home. As soon as I pick up a book, I fall asleep. But it was not this book's fault, because this book is really great. So I'm gonna break it down into 7 or 8 categories that I always use to rate my books, and then you will see what I'm gonna give it. Okay, so first thing first are characters. Here I rate the character development. Were the characters 2D, 3D? How do I feel about the characters? And I must say I really like the characters in this book. They're not like all-time new faves like Kaladin or something. I mean, Kaladin is like a 12 out of 10. By the way, I rate this out of 10. So I think that for this book, I'm gonna give characters either an 8 or a 9. I don't know, because I really like them. I like the main characters of the second. I'm gonna give it an 8 for now. We'll come back to it. Relationships can be relationships between friends, between families, between anyone, like any relationships. And I thought that relationships were super important in this book and very well done, whether it be the romance that's in it, the family relationships. I really liked it. I'm also gonna give it an 8. Atmosphere is just self-explanatory, the atmosphere of the book, and that is for me one of the strong points of this book. I'm gonna give the atmosphere a 9 because I loved it. I just felt there. I felt so warm and cozy. It was just amazing. World building, also pretty self-explanatory. The world building was really well done. I felt like I really understood all the religious background and everything. I'm gonna give it an 8 because it was really well done. Nothing like, not amazing like some other books I've read, but very, very well done. The plot was super interesting, very intriguing. I liked how it kept on going and going and going. And I'm not a plot-based reader, so that's okay. But I really like the plot in this, and I'm also gonna give it an 8, I think. The pacing of the book was amazing. I'm gonna give it a 9. I didn't see an issue with it. I felt like some parts maybe in the middle were like, it wasn't perfect, but which book is? So a 9 for pacing. Enjoyment, I'm gonna give it a 9. Actually, I really enjoyed my time with it. Is a 9? Yeah, I'm gonna give enjoyment a 9. And then the last category is writing. I thought the writing was really beautiful. Very, like, to be able to create such good characters, such good atmosphere, you have to have good writing. And I think I'm gonna give the writing an 8. There was like something I caught up on, and I said she often uses ah and oh, and that kind of bothered me, so I'm gonna give it an 8, which gives me an 8.375 out of 10, which is a 4.2 out of 5 stars, which sounds exactly right. My feeling was a 4 stars, so it turns out at a 4.2, and on Goodreads I'm gonna give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. So there you go. Now you know that I gave this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think it is a fun, fast-paced, interesting book. If you are new to fantasy, I think this would be very good for you, because it's not too crazy out there. You're like, it's no Stormlight, it's no Malazan. I mean, you should be fine reading this. And I think that the sequel is actually just a companion novel. So if you don't want to move on, you can just read this, because it's self-contained, really good, really enjoyed it, had a great time with it, almost a 4.5. I mean, very good choice. Speaking of choice, let's find out who picked this book for me. Fresh reminder, I know for you it's not been that long. For me it's been a while since I unboxed these. I'm just gonna go through it again just to say the books I got for this vlog, who I thought gave me what, and we're gonna see who in fact gave me what. So for this vlog I got Empire Sand, of course, by Tasha Suri. I got The Talisman by Stephen King and Peter Straub, and I got Girl, Boy, Sea by Chris Vick. I still think that my original predictions are right. I think this came from Manganet, I think that this came from Philippa, and this from Natasha. But let's see if I'm wrong or if I'm right.
Hello! Now I'm gonna speak English. The best language not ever. So, my dear Joana, the book I chose for you was The Talisman by Stephen King, as you would have suspected, because Stephen King is my jam and it's my king, so you know. But why did I choose this book for you? Because you're a pussy, and I don't want you to be a pussy, and you should read something that's not pussy-like, and that's Stephen King. What I gathered was that if I could pick a book that's kind of horror and it's kind of fantasy, maybe you would have liked it, liked it, maybe. So I hope when you pick this up, I hope you really enjoy it, and I hope, I don't know what I hope. I hope this is not too long for you. It's not long for you. You're the kind of girl that says 300 pages. Oh my god, that's so little. And I was like, okay, bitch, okay. So, this is my motive. This is my video for you. I don't know what to say. I don't think I need to say anymore. So, bye, Joana. I will leave you with a little music. Give me hope, Joana, give me hope, Joana, give me hope. And I surely hope so you read this shit. Okay, bye.
Oh my god, what a good choice to start with. Okay, so as we just saw, Natasha did in fact give me The Talisman by Stephen King, as I suspected. She's so funny. I am definitely gonna be reading this, because you know what? Ever since we started this vlog, and Natasha and I decided that we're gonna do horror month together and like read thrillers but also horror. And if by then I haven't read The Talisman yet, which I doubt because my August TBR is pray for me, I will be reading this. So Natasha, I'm no longer a pussy, as you would say. So here we go. Philippa, probably Empire Sand. I think so. Let's go.
Hi Joana and hello to everyone who's watching this video. I'm Filippa from Filippa Books, part of the Vlogs in Bookland team. Joana, for you I was thinking, of course, a fantasy book. I was also looking through our common lists of books and the ones especially added that I had and you might have interest on reading. I googled a lot, I looked through a lot of books. I ended up picking up Empire of Sand by Tasha Suri for you. And that's because I do own it and I think you will love it and I think I will love it because I've heard amazing reviews about it. It's also a duology and it's finished at the moment, so if we both really like this one, we can buddy read the second one. I'm excited for you and I'm excited for me, and I hope I picked this one right, and I hope maybe people will vote in my choice so you get to read it as soon as possible. This is my pick. I hope you enjoy it.
Yay! I love how she's like, we're doing too many buddy reads, not buddy reading ever again. And then she's like, oh, by the way, it's completed, so if you want to buddy read. But I didn't know it was a duology, so there you go. Now you know it's a duology and it's completed in case you want to continue on. And I knew Filippa picked Empire of Sand. I knew this girl knows me. This girl, like, we're twins, we're reading twins, so Filippa, you chose very well. I really enjoyed the book and I hope you read it and enjoy it as well.
Hello, my dear friend Joana. I'm here to tell you which book did I buy for you. Did you guess it? Did you guess it? Did you guess it? The book that I bought for you was Girl, Boy, See. I don't know why I did this. The reasons why I chose this book for you were... First of all, have you seen the cover? Have you seen the cover? I mean, you have those amazing bookshelves with all those amazing books, with all those amazing covers. I thought I needed to choose a book that was up for the task of living in your bookshelves. So even if the story is crap, at least, girl, the cover is beautiful. What else can you ask for? Then, because you like fantasy, I thought that choosing a fantasy book was too obvious, so I immediately ruled it out. But what is close to being a fantasy book? Fantasy books usually have some adventure in it, right? Like the characters go on an adventure. So I chose an adventure book. Is that still too obvious? So this is an adventure book, and it's also about survival at the sea of these two kids/teenager who are wandering alone in the sea. I don't know. When I read the description, it kind of gave me vibes of that Tom Hanks movie where he's lost in the sea. I mean, it's probably nothing like that because these are kids. But yeah, this is the book that I got you. If you read it, I hope you like it. And I'm curious to see if you actually got it, that this one was the one that I gave you. Anyway, girl, this is me. This is my reasons. And the reason is you. Okay. I'm gonna go. Bye.
I would just like to point out that Filippa is the queen of like randomly starting singing things, and she's the only one who didn't sing me a little song in these clips. I love it. Alright guys, so there you have it. This was our latest episode of Vlogs in Bookland, of buying random books for our friends, having you guys pick which book we read, and then guessing who got us the books, reading the books and seeing if we like them. I'm so glad that I guessed. I'm so glad that I loved the book that I read, but I'm pretty sure I will also enjoy The Talisman and Girl Boy See. I'm pretty sure they are gonna be books that I'm gonna enjoy, and I will be vlogging whenever I read them to let you know and to let Natasha and Maganet know if I like their books. So there you go guys, this was our latest vlog. I will of course link Natasha, Maganet and Filippa's channels down below. Please follow us on Instagram, which is @vlogsinbookland. Always crazy adventures happening on there, having you participate, and you should probably start following us there soon because we have a little something come for you in like a week or two. Oh, I think it's next week. Go follow us. It's soon. It's gonna be fun, and I will see you guys very soon with another video. Bye.